Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Carl and I like to deal with all things Photoshop. If you're a returner, welcome back. If you're a subscriber, thanks for joining the family. And if you'd like to join the family, it's very easy to do. Just like the video, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel down below and hit that notification bell. If you hit the notification bell, you'll also be notified whenever a new video drops. And I assure you that this is one video you do not want to miss, especially if you're into print on demand or you design t-shirts. This video is a list of all websites that I cannot live without. And by the end of this video, you will also not be able to live without some of these websites. Some you will have heard of, some you won't. But I will guarantee you, some of these will open your mind to things that you never thought possible. The first section will be research tools. And I assure you that the one in number one spot has netted me money. If it's used properly, which it will be by the end of this video, you will start to make money from it. I started my print on demand journey 12 months ago with Redbubble. And out of my top 10 bestsellers, 6 came from this research tool. And the top 2 out of that 6 have netted me 4 figures profit. That's 4 figures profit within the first 12 months. So, as you can see, if you use this tool properly, you will start to make money. But this can only be coupled with great design. Which brings me to the second section, which will be websites that deal with design, have design tools built into them. They are 100% free and have a commercial license, which means you can use these on t-shirts without any comebacks whatsoever. I will show you how to make some simple designs, but I urge you to try every button, to try every asset, just play around with them as much as possible. And I will guarantee you, out of the 50 terrible designs that you make just playing around, you will get one little gem that will start to make you profit. As Bob Ross says, there's no such thing as mistakes, just happy little accidents.
We don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents.
And I will guarantee you, it's those happy little accidents that will start to make you the profits. The third section, this will deal with assets. Assets that are needed, whether it be vector graphics, whether it be stock photographs, whether it be illustrations, transparent PNGs, anything that can take your design to a next level. These again will all be 100% free and also come with a commercial license, which means you can drop them onto t-shirts and have no comebacks whatsoever. So hopefully by the end of this video you will have all the tools needed to find out which t-shirts are selling, which ones aren't, how to make yourself a cool design or a decent design, extra assets that you can add on top if you need to. And I hope that by the end of this video you've started to pull out some absolutely crazy designs which will help you on your print on demand journey. And all I ask in return is that you subscribe to the channel down below and hit that notification bell. I wish you all the best, and that being said, I think we should grab a coffee, grab a mouse, get on the internet, get our bookmarking fingers ready, and let's get into this list. Okay, this is my number one site, and you'll soon see why. The amount of sales I've made from this site are unbelievable. So we'll click the 10,000 most tags and set it to 100. Now, even though it says tags, these are actual searches that people are searching for. The number one is the most searched, all the way down to the 10,000th. The second column, this is how many places it's rose or fallen since last week, as this is a weekly list. This column is how many designs there are for this particular search. And then this fourth column, that's how many designs have been removed by Redbubble or have been added. And this is a list of all links. So the top one is hydro stickers, which is a search for the water bottles, which has stupid amounts of results, so I wouldn't even bother with those. So the way I use this tool, I tend to set popularity first, so it's jumped the most places. I then try and find one that's in the top 1000 and also has under 1,000 results. And then I tend to click it, just have a quick look, see what there is. I tend to scroll down the first page just to see if there's any decent designs that stick out. Some are better than others, but some will just jump straight out at you, and these are the kinds of designs that you'd like. You want to look at this page as if you was a buyer, not a seller. There's a monochromatic one, which I always love. So then we'll change this to the most popular, just to see which ones have sold the most. Again, scroll down, have a look if there's any that stand out to you. Then we'll switch to trending to see if there's any new designs that are taking off. Same again, scroll down, see if any designs jump out at you. Some are okay. There's the one, another black and white. Oh, it's the same one, the black and white one. As I say, I love the black and white designs. I always tend to work monochromatically, and that one just jumped out at me straight away. So if I was to do a design, I'd probably do a black and white one in that kind of design. So again, we'll see if we can find something in the most popular. Scroll down, have a look for one with very few results, high up the list, so that way we get something that's trending, very popular, very few results, but we're also going to get sales from. So again, we can scroll down, take a look, see if there's anything that stands out. Same again, another monochromatic one. I love black and white designs, but that's just me. So same again, scroll down, see if there's any more that jump out. There's not much sticking out for me really, so I'll just go back to the list, I think. So another thing to remember is a lot of these could be copyright protected. Just because people are searching for them doesn't mean they're allowed to be on Redbubble. So if you are going to design for some, just if anything to do with companies, brands, TV shows, movies, film stars, names, anything like that, just make sure to do some research, then you know that it's not going to be copyrighted. So I think what we should do is, for the purposes of the next few websites that I'm going to give you, we should use the teacher and the copy design. Also, if we click results, you can see the results of the ones with the lowest competition. So again, if you can find one in the under 1,000 that has climbed quite a few places, then chances are you've found yourself a decent niche to concentrate on. Next we have the Redbubble A to Z tags. This is a website that amalgamates all the trending 3As, 3Bs, 3Cs, 3Ds that you can find on Redbubble and puts them all into one easy to read page. I'll show you an example. If we go to Redbubble and then if we do a search for A, as you can see they all match. The same will be said for if we did B, if we did C, if we did D, they would all match. Again, there's the results on the right hand side. So what you want to be doing is finding a trending keyword, and while it's trending, try and find one with the lowest amount of results. That way you get yourself a nice little niche, very low competition, and you will get yourself on the first few pages. It's much better to have one design that people will actually see than have 1,000 designs that nobody's going to see because they're on page 500 of the results section. So try and concentrate on low competition niches. This way you will get your sales, I'll guarantee it. If there's anything you feel I've missed on the last 2 pages, then feel free to comment down below and I'll be sure to get back in touch with you as soon as possible. And while you're down there doing a tippy tapper, why don't you just hit the subscribe button? You know you want to. Okay, my third research tool is the free version of Merch Titans. What we can do here is search for our keywords, in this case teachers and coffee, do a search. Now I actually speeded this up, it can take literally a full minute, 2 minutes to get the results up. But this will show you the top designs on Merch by Amazon that are matching what you search for, your terms. I did actually like that t-shirt, the yellow one. That stands out straight away. Like I say, if you can find a t-shirt that stands out, you're onto a winner. Now we come to Etsy's popular and trending t-shirt designs. I'm not particularly a big fan of Etsy, but it is a huge marketplace. So it's always handy to have a look, see if there's anything trending, see which designs are selling. As I say, every tool's a good tool. The more knowledge you have, the more power you have. And the more power you have, the more designs you can have, and the more designs you can have, the more money you will make. Best to use every resource available to you. So give Etsy a go. You may find something that somebody else hasn't done yet. Okay, now we can go on to the design sites. I tend to use Photoshop, but I know these sites are very popular, so I've decided to give them a go. So if we just do t-shirts, we'll find some t-shirt designs. think we'll stick to the coffee and teacher design. So we'll put the coffee t-shirt in, we'll scroll down, make sure that it's only showing free designs by ticking the free, as there is also a paid and premium model. And then we'll just scroll down, pick something that catches our eye. The blue card, the brown relaxing coffee is quite nice, but I think we'll use this one, the pink one. It's got a nice font, nice colours. I think that's the one we should go for. So if we just click on it, it should open it in Canva, where we can change every part of the design. We can change the text, we can change the cup, we can change basically everything. But I think for simplicity's sake, we'll just go for a simple text above, text below, and a graphic in the middle. I've only used Canva a handful of times, so we'll be learning together. I think we'll go for may your coffee be at the top and your students become at the bottom, and we will change the coffee to strong. I've sped this up. As I say, I'm not well versed in Canva. I'm a Photoshop kind of person, but I'm trying to keep this 100% free. It's mainly just to give you a rough idea of what you can achieve in Canva. No doubt you could create some absolutely stunning designs with this program, but as I say, I tend to use Photoshop. But feel free to experiment. It's all free with only a few limitations. Let your imagination run wild. The only limitations I have found so far with the free version is the templates are of a very small resolution quality. I think for the t-shirt it's 2500 pixels by 2500 pixels, which isn't very much to be fair. So if we just save this little design that we've created, as you can see, it's trying to ask for premium to upscale. So what we will do is I'll show you a little workaround, little trick that we can get to so we can maximise the pixels. So we'll save this out, and then we'll step on into the next part, where I will show you how to get around the 2600 pixel limitation. To do this, we need to get custom size and select 5000 by 5000, which is the maximum that Canva allows for a free user. The only downside to this is it's not template size, so you don't get the templates, so we would have to create one from scratch using our own fonts, by searching for a coffee cup, placing them in the same way as we did with the template. So while this is going, I've sped this section up. And while this is going, you can comment down below if there's anything you think I've missed or anything you'd like to know. You could also give it a thumbs up. You can also subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, that way every time I drop a video you'll be notified, and they're all good videos just like this. Now we've got that out of the way, one of the major limitations of Canva is you can't save with a transparent background. So what I will do is I'll show you in the next one, while this is playing through, how to remove the white background totally for free with yet another free design tool, which we're going to right now. The next design tool is PhotoPea, which is basically a Photoshop within a web browser. As it's a Photoshop clone, there's way too many things I could do with this to show you in one simple little video like this. So all I will do is I'll remove the background by selecting the colour range with white, and then maximising the fuzziness, and then we will then need to create a layer mask. We do that by hitting this button here. As you can see, it's just created a mask next to the folder. We will need to invert the mask by setting CTRL and I, and there we now have it. We have a black writing, black cup on a transparent background. So now if we export this as a PNG, it's all ready to upload to any of your t-shirt sites, or to drag into Photoshop, or if you wanted to carry on in PhotoPea you could do that. You could also maximise this design by inverting it or adding colours by using one of my previous tutorials, which I will link above. Now we can go on to the next design tool, which will be Adobe Spark. Adobe Spark is it's part of the Creative Cloud, but it's free. It's very similar to Canva, but it also has one of the best design tools that I use, and I so wish that Adobe had added it to Photoshop.
Okay, so we need to make one 5000 by 5000, which again is the maximum for free users, and then hit next. Layout's very similar to Canva. We have text and icons and just things you can add to your canvas. So we'll just add a text layer and we'll paste in the teacher quote and the coffee, and I'll go through just a few little things with borders, framing, and then I will show you my favourite design tool that I wish Adobe had put into Photoshop. Here are some different text decorations that can be used, and here we go with my favourite design tool ever. If you've added text to a square, you can hit this button and instantly it will capitalise everything and make it fit to the shape. I can't tell you how much time this saves, and it looks superb on t-shirt designs of any type. If you change the size of the square, as you can see, the text changes along with it. I really can't explain how much I really do enjoy using this tool. So now we'll have a search for a coffee cup, just something to drop onto the canvas, break up the text, even though that's a very nice border in the background. So let's have a look. I think the green cup looks quite nice. We'll go with the green cup. I think we'll drag that onto the canvas. Now, to be fair, it does look quite nice, but not for a t-shirt, maybe for a wall plaque or something like that. So you can also play with the layers, which is in this section here. If you click, it will expand, and if you drag to the top, as you can see, that's how you can hide things behind other things by altering the layer structure with these here. And if we hit colour, then Adobe will give us some colour palettes, all using colour theory. These could make all the difference from a good design to a beautiful design. As we want this on a t-shirt, I think we should crop the cup and maybe place it inside the border, just so it has a t-shirt kind of look. That doesn't look too bad actually. So we'll just select all of the elements and try and make it central. Be round about there somewhere. Might actually make it easier if we resize it to fill more of the canvas. Be a lot easier to make it central. And now we can save this out, and unlike Canva, we can actually save this as a transparent background, meaning with no extra steps we can just drop it straight onto a t-shirt as is. And I urge you to play around inside Spark, as you'll get some superb designs, and it's totally free. We now come to the resource part of this video with this list, and my first pick is Freepik. You can get lots of things on here. You can get images, vectors, illustrations. So as we're sticking with the coffee cup theme, we'll search for coffee cup, we'll go for the free version, and then we will search, see what Freepik comes up with. As you can see, these are all down here. Anything with the little icon in the bottom, that's a premium. We just want free. So what we'll do, we'll click some. That looks like quite a nice set. So we'll get this. Now the only thing with Freepik is you will need to attribute. To do the attribution, all you need to do is to copy this, and then in the description of, say, Redbubble or whichever POD site you're using, create a description as you normally would, but then at the bottom hit space a few times so you get a big gap, and then just paste an attribution in the bottom. Nobody will actually see this, but then you're legally allowed to use this for commercial use, which is exactly what we need for a POD site. So let's just have a look for another coffee cup. I like the look of this one. Same again, we need to copy the attribution, and you'd paste that into the description on Redbubble or any other POD site, spreadshirt, teepublic, merch by Amazon, any of those, and then we can just download. Next on our list is PixaBay. This is my personal favourite because this requires no attribution whatsoever. They're all totally free and they're all available for commercial use. So if we search for coffee cup, then change from images to vector graphics or illustrations, we'll select vector graphics, And all these are free to download, free to use, commercially, personally, any shape or form. No attribution required, so you're safe in the knowledge that you can use these on any of your t-shirt designs with absolutely no comeback whatsoever. So if we just click download, we can see we have all these transparent PNGs, we also have the SVG, all free to use, all commercial usage. So we'll just download. As I say, this is, out of all of them, this is my favourite resource site. There's always something on here. UnSplash is slightly different, whereas there's no illustrations, no vector graphics, it's just purely photos. But some of the photos on here are absolutely beautiful. They're large, things can be cut out of them, giving you some truly beautiful designs. And again, there is no attribution needed. Next is YouTube, which may surprise some people, but if you want to do it yourself, there's no better resource. Just search for coffee cup and how to create a coffee cup, and whichever program you've got, whether it be Illustrator or Affinity Designer, any of those things, there's sure to be a tutorial on how to do it yourself. And the beauty of that is if you do it yourself, it will be totally individual. You have total control, and it will also be unique. And now we have a few honourable mentions, ones that didn't quite make it to the list. We have Vectors for free. This is very similar to Freepik, but not quite as extensive a library. It does require attribution, but there are also some unique designs on here. The free vectors are actually well hidden in between some of the paid promotions. So don't click the paid ones, make sure you go for the free ones. And same as before, you need to do the attribution, which is just a short link and is not intrusive in any shape or form. So as long as you paste that into your description again, you're free to use this with no comebacks whatsoever. Free for commercial use and everything. So let's just download that, and we have got a copy of it ready to go. The next is vector.me, which is again very similar to Freepik, but again some unique designs, very short attribution. Again, the free ones are hidden, but as before, just find a design that you like and then just click on it. There we go, we'll click this one and then we click the download, and there's the attribution. Again, just paste that into your design and you're free to use commercially. No comebacks whatsoever. So just wait for this to download, and there we go. Yet another coffee cup to download, and yet another coffee cup we can drop into any design in any of our chosen programs. Okay, UnDraw is probably one of these that you've never heard before. This is open source icons, but if you're into branding or you want a lot of designs to look very similar, then all the icons have a very similar look. Be good if you want to brand something, if you want to do a set of designs, all looking very similar. But these are free for commercial use and everything. Well, I hope you find some sites that you can now never live without, just like I can't. If you think I've missed anything, then feel free to comment down below. If there's any sites that you know of that I haven't included, or you think you could help somebody else, just comment down below. And while you're down there, why not hit the subscribe button, and then hit the notification bell. And while you're there, hit the like button as well. I'd love to see this community grow. And together we can start selling more, designing more and helping more. That being said, thanks for watching.